All right, by the end of this video, I'm going to show you how to use the Facebook offline conversions. Ever since we got the update for the iOS 14 and the tracking issues with Facebook on the ads and stuff like that, Facebook offline conversions has been very, very key so that we can attribute more sales to our ads. So I'm going to show you how to do that now. So we're going to do this in 4 steps. Number 1, you got to create the offline conversion. You're going to do that inside the business manager. When we do that, we're going to actually get a template from the CSV Excel spreadsheet template from that. And then we're going to go to Shopify. We're going to download all of our sales. When we do that, then we're going to use the template CSV. We're going to format our Shopify sales to fit in there so that Facebook can read the data correctly. And then number 4, we're going to upload everything to Facebook so that we can attribute more sales to the ads. So once you're inside your business manager over here on the left, I look at this under business settings. So over here on the left, you're going to go where it says data sources and click on offline event sets. And then you're going to click the blue add button and we're going to create our event. So we're going to call this AGM NS USA Shopify, for example. Once you create it, this is what it looks like here. And then you're going to click on Open in Events Manager. Now we have to download the spreadsheet template, like I said. So you want to click here, Upload Events, and then download example CSV file. We're going to need that. We'll just leave it like that. I'm going to save it to my desktop. And then we're going to need that when we download our Shopify sales so that we can format it exactly how it says right here. Okay, once you log into your Shopify admin section, we're going to navigate to the orders section over here on the left and click on export up here at the top right. And then you're going to get something like this. I chose here orders by date. I only want to download the sales from yesterday, so I chose yesterday's date here. And then I'm going to choose plain CSV file, export orders. When you export your orders from Shopify, you should be getting an email with a link to the spreadsheet. So we're going to go into my email now and check to see if we got that already. Okay, so it should look something like this, export of your orders. So click here to download it. February 23rd, I think it is. Okay, so we'll save that. Okay, so now we have these 2 files here on the desktop. We're going to open up the Excel example here. And I actually want to open this up like this. I'm also going to open up the other one side by side. I actually have to renew my Microsoft Excel. So what we were going to do instead, and in case you don't have Excel, what you could just do is go to Google Sheets, click on File, Open, and now it's going to ask you to open a file that you have that you want to upload. So we're going to check. Let's do the example one first. Then I opened up another tab here, and I'm going to upload the second file here, which is the actual orders. Let's go ahead and open that. Let's go back to our example. So if you see here, row number 1 has all of the formatting data that Facebook wants to see so that they can match all of this data to anything that they already have on file so that they can match and attribute more sales to your ads. So these are just examples. So just delete all of these. Okay, and there's our format. So you have all kinds of data here when you download the Shopify orders, but we really only need email, phone number, first name, last name, zip code, state, and this is the important part, event name and event time and value, and then currency as well. That's what they really use to match up all of the sales exactly to the ads and when they saw it and stuff like that. So the thing is, you got to go back here, clean all this up so that you're only left with this information. So I'm going to pause this, clean it up, and let me show you what it looks like. Now that I have cleaned up everything except for email, paid at, that's the time that they paid, currency, the total, created at, I'm not sure which one of this I'm going to use yet, figure it out here in a second, and then the billing name, city, zip, state, country, and the phone number. Okay, so when we look at the spreadsheet here, or the template, what they want is actually first name and last name separately. So I'm going to come in here and go to billing name, highlight that, go to data, split text to columns. I'm going to say that we want to separate it by space. Okay, I lost all my data. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it, put it over here, and now we can go through that process. Data, split text to columns, we'll detect by space. Okay, so now here we have our first name, last name. We'll call this last name as well. because Facebook might recognize one of these last names. Hispanics, we always have more than one last name. If you know, you know. So let's look at what the other columns are supposed to be called. So email, I would just copy this, make sure it's the same. Okay, so paid at, we're going to say that that is going to be the event time. We're going to do the same thing for created at, because it's really around the same time, but it could be slightly different. So value is going to be our total. Currency, see, I'm just highlighting, copy and pasting. Where's our currency here? Okay, there it is already called currency, but I'm just going to put it exactly how the template says, all lowercase. And let's see what else. So we got city, that's just CT. Zip code is called zip. The province, which is really the state, so it's this one. Country. Phone number, where's that? Okay, it's just called phone. And I think we're ready to go now. Okay, so now this is formatted exactly the way that Facebook. We're back in our business manager under the same data sources as the offline conversion event that we created. So we're going to go to upload events. Then we're going to go to select CSV file. This is the latest one here, the one that's been formatted. Okay, we're going to click on next. So there's something it doesn't like here. It says click the phone number table heading to confirm the country code. Okay, so we're going to say yes. Okay, and that's pretty much the only thing that it did not like, which is pretty good. So it looks like we're going to be able to match a lot of this information as much as we can here. So we're going to go next, start upload. We got 195 out of 197. Let's see, we have some issues here. So let's see, will not be uploaded due to invalid or missing data. What did I miss here? Let's see. Review your data mapping. You may need to update your data to upload a new file. Okay, so it looks like they're missing the event name. So that makes sense. We need to let them know that this is a purchase event. So I'm just going to take that, put it here, and I'm going to name this purchase. And then we're going to copy that all the way down. Okay, copied that all the way down. I'm going to go ahead and file, save it again, and let's try it again. I'm back here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to click back so that I'm going to get rid of this one. I'm going to upload the new one. Okay, this is going to have the purchase event tagging or mapping so we can let Facebook know that that's what we're trying to report to them. Okay, so now there's something else they don't like. Let's see. Okay, simple mistake there, but could have cost us. It wasn't detecting the purchase event because the capital P wasn't there. It was all lowercase. So I uploaded that again with the capital P, and it's now recognizing it. So we're going to just ignore this for now because the last name, they only allow one. Like I said, Hispanics have more than one last name, so Facebook's not playing nice with that. Okay, we got that. And the event time, we got to tell it here what we want. And that is event time. Here we go. Okay, now it's not up accepting this because it says there are two columns mapped with this. That's true. I wasn't sure which one it was going to take. So what we're going to do is we're just going to ignore this one then. Back. Ignore. Okay, we'll take this one over here. And this we're going to ignore because it's nothing. Okay, I think we're good to go there. Now we're going to review, starting upload. Okay, so they've accepted the file and that it's going to take a little time to show up, and we'll be able to see some of this offline event attributed sales data inside our ads manager. Now, let me show you something. If you use Zapier, Zapier.com, you're able to connect your Shopify with Facebook offline conversion. So it's going to say whenever there's a new order, send that to the offline event. So we're going to try this out. We're going to set it up, and let's see if we can get it set up, and then I should be able to share this with you, share the flow. Okay, so it's making me connect the Shopify store with Zapier. So once you click reconnect here, it's going to ask you for your .myshopify domain name, which you should be able to get just from the URL. And then what it's going to prompt you to do is it's going to say install this app. So we're going to install it so that we can have Zapier access our data, and then that way it's going to trigger whenever there's a new sale coming in. Okay, so that's going to be our trigger. The next thing is the action. What do we want to happen? Whenever there's a new order, we want to send offline event information to the Facebook offline conversions. So that's what we chose here. We're going to send the offline event, continue, and let me go ahead and do this here. Okay, so it has you log in and sync to your Facebook Business Manager. So once you do that, we're going to hit continue. We're going to find here our account. Okay, so you chose the business account, which is your business manager, and then we chose our event set. So that's the offline conversion event set that we already created. Now we're going to choose our time, the email, the phone number. We pretty much have to map everything out here so that Zapier can read all the data in real time as every order starts to come in. So event time says created at, and here's the time format. So that's the one that we want, customer created at. There we go. That's the one created at. Okay. Email. Okay. Phone number. Okay. And we're just going to go down the list here until we have all of the information. For example, this is first name. We want first name, not name. So we'll do first name like that. Last name like that. Okay. So once you fill out all of the data that we will need to map out, the next step is the event name. So here we're going to say that this was a purchase. Content type, choose value. Well, let me see, I don't think we have, yes we do, custom value. Let's look for that. So for the price, for the content type, okay, actually this was supposed to be for the value. So what I did is I just came in here and I typed in, we're going to say total price. There we go. So this should actually not be here. Okay, and the currency should actually be this one here. All right, so we're getting a lot closer here. Entered in our order number. The good thing is we only really have to do this one time because it's going to start feeding all the data on auto. Every single time you have an order, it just sends it over to Facebook. So let's go ahead and go all the way down to the bottom, hit continue. Let's go ahead and try to set this up, make sure it's going to work. Okay, the event was sent successfully to Facebook offline conversions. Label this correctly. Let's turn on the Zap. Excellent. So now this is now set up. So as you can see here, it says the Zap is on. You want to share a copy. I will post a link to this Zapier flow down below so you can download it, import it into your own Zapier account, and you can set this up for yourself. This is going to do this on automatic, so you don't have to worry about it. And like I said, it happens every single order. Now you're going to be able to attribute a lot more sales. I've been doing this manually. I just figured out the Zapier thing today, and doing it manually, I've been seeing a lot more ROAS coming in. So this has been helping a whole lot. Let me know if you have any questions about this. Leave your comments down below. Thanks.